This is for entertainment purposes only, so family. The ICC is extremely alarmed after they received over 50,000 complaints from Kenyans, not just about what happened on June 25th and what's been happening with abductions and everything last year, but also new information about the 2007 post-election violence. So what happened is around December, like mid-December there, or beginning of December, there was this hashtag that was started, hashtag Fufua ICC. And guys started telling their personal stories. And you know, a lot of the guys who were children in the post-election violence in 2007 are all grown up now. So guys started coming with new stories of what had happened to them and everything. That thing was trending so hard. That's why all of a sudden these kids, that's what they say now, these kids were abducted and the attention went and that hashtag died. But actually it didn't, because Kenyans had shared a certain portal where you can complain and report crimes against humanity. Barely 3 weeks or a month later, because I think this started December 20th, the ICC is actually saying they have received over 50,000 complaints, not just about 2024, but about 2007. And an open investigation or an active investigation is looming. Happy New Year, although it's the fake New Year, but we've started off strong. The revolution is a must. Change in Kenya is a must. And if you've been listening to the real prophets out there, they're saying we're going to experience something new by April. So let's keep the pressure up.
50,000 submissions and counting. Thank you so much to each and every Kenyan who has come out and has decided to just take 3 minutes of your time to report cases against humanity in this country and against this government. Your voice matters. Let us continue fighting from all fronts, whether it is the streets, whether it is online. 50,000 is not the end. Let's keep going. Let's fikisha to 100,000, 200,000, 500,000. Let's keep reporting all these cases. If you're feeling a bit of FOMO, don't fret. Just go back to 2024 and look at all those cases. Whether it is the body bags that were found in the quarry, whatever it is, whether it is your friends out there who lost their lives, people like Denzel who also found in a quarry, keep reporting, keep speaking up. Just because you're quiet and you're not saying anything on the mitandaos does not mean you do not have a voice. And that's why I'm here to just appreciate whoever you are and say thank you. Let's keep doing this. I love you guys. Happy Sunday. If you have work kesho, make sure you're resting today. Be blessed.
Wapo walomwita Kasongo, wengine walimwita Kaungo. Wapo walomwita Zakayo, wengine walimbandika Pelato. Wengine walimbandika Tutatenga, wengine walimwita Mtukufu Laiza. Ila jina lake halisi lilikuwa ni William Kipchirchir Samoei Arap Ruto, almaarufu William Ruto. William Ruto ni nani? Anafanya nini William Ruto? Na kwa nini alibandikwa majina haya yote William Ruto?
The case for President Uhuru was actually dismissed for insufficient evidence.
Okay.
That means the prosecutor did not gather and present any evidence against the president that would have nailed him. So that was a proper judicial disposition.
Okay.
The case for William Ruto was withdrawn. Mark the words. President Kenyatta's case was dismissed for insufficient evidence. That means once it is dismissed completely, cannot bring it up.
Okay.
Ruto's case was withdrawn for witness interference. When a case has been withdrawn for interference or for another reason, maybe the witnesses are not available or even the accused person is not available, the prosecutor has the capacity and the power to reinstate that case upon either rearresting the accused or gathering enough evidence or getting new witnesses.
Okay.
It also happens in our jurisdiction in our courts under Section 87. Many cases have been withdrawn under Section 87 by our courts. That means upon the gathering of evidence, the accused will be called to answer to his crime or to his offense. And that is what now happening in the ICC.
Reopen the case! Reopen the case! Kama maneno ilisemwa kuhusu mtu fulani, hajaulizwa, hajaitwa, hajui ni maneno gani ilisemwa juu yake, na tayari anasemekana amewekwa kwa bahasha. Kuna ukweli gani? Kuna haki gani? Waki failed to do his job. He failed miserably. Bwana Waki amekuja akahangaika huku, akakusanya uvumi, akakusanya borojo, akakusanya uongo, akakusanya fitina, akasema ati hiyo sasa ndio report ya tume ya Waki. Na mimi nimesema ya kwamba kama itatokea ushahidi wowote ya kwamba Bwana Ruto alipanga ama alilipa watu kuwaua wengine, mimi niko tayari kujiuzulu na isihitaji msamaha. Kama mtu umeshindwa na kazi ulipatiwa, hapana lete matisho na mashurutisho ati msipokubali ile maneno mmesema mtapelekwa Hague. Kwani Hague ni nini?
Difficult to imagine the suffering or the terror of the men and the women and children who were burned alive, hacked to death, or chased from their homes by armed youths. This was a carefully planned, coordinated, and executed campaign of violence, specifically targeting perceived PNU supporters, targeting their homes and targeting their businesses. This trial, Mr. President, must be allowed to run its course without interference with the activities of witnesses of either the prosecution or the defense. As accused before this court, Mr. Ruto, member in the annals of
how was it that somebody innocent, I'm not saying not guilty, somebody innocent has come before this court to answer charges that will be shown to be patently false?
When you're ready, tell me. Right. A very good afternoon, my fellow Kenyans. We are here at The Hague in the Netherlands. My name is Dr. Mkeni, a human rights activist. We came here at the ICCJ, the International Criminal Court for Justice. We came here specifically to bring the Kenyan government, the government led by the corrupt ruler named William Samoei Kipchirchir Arap Ruto. We arrived here at The Hague today after some few legal advisors. I think we have been referred to the ICC rather than the ICCJ. My fellow Kenyans, I come to you again. This is Dr. Amken here speaking. We will be calling for a demonstration here in The Hague, a peaceful demonstration, as soon as we have a correct information or rather legal advice from our legal team. My legal team are here with me at the very most moment, but we have been referred, as I've said, to the ICC. My fellow Kenyans, all Kenyans, Kenyans in the Holland, Kenyans in Europe, Kenyans all over the world. As soon as we have it right, we will call you and we will need your support. We will need your support because the President of Kenya, Mr. William Samoei Ruto, is going the wrong way. Too much abduction, too much killing. Boys and girls have been killed during demonstration. People have gone missing in the Kenyan government. The President of Kenya has taken drug dealers such as Hassan Ali Joho, put them into the cabinet and turned him into ministers. These people, Hassan Ali Joho and his team, they're all needed in New York because of the Akasha, the Akasha drug dealers. The Akasha drug dealers at the moment have already been jailed in New York. They've been jailed for 25 years. And yet, the Minister for Mining in Kenya is still running on the loose. Once again, we came to the Hague. We are insisting that President William Samoei Ruto must resign. He must resign because he's going round and round killing innocent boys and girls. There is no human rights in Kenya. Abduction is at the highest rate. And because of this, we are asking the President of Kenya, the William Samoei Kipchirchir Arap Ruto must resign, must resign. Boys and girls, men and women, all Kenyans in Europe, in Netherlands, we will come back to you once again and we will tell you, once we've had the legal advice from the legal team, when will be the demonstration led. Please, Kenyans, contact Dr. Amkeni and you will get all the details on my internet, on my TikTok account, on my YouTube account. You will have all the information on when the demonstration will be led. Thank you very much. We are very thankful to the Holland government, the Netherlands government. We are very thankful to the ICCJ team here. We've been received in the highest respect ever, and we are very thankful for their help. And because of this, we will let you know further down the line. Mr. William Samoei Ruto and your team, the ruler of the Republic of Kenya, must resign, must go. Thank you very much. Thank you all. God bless you all. Thank you. This is Dr. Mkeni here speaking.
Asanteni sana ndugu zangu wa Kenya, na washukuru sana na wasalimu nyote wa Kenya wenzangu kwa jina la Jamhuri yetu ya Kenya. Habari zenu ndugu zangu wapendwa, mimi ni ndugu yenu Dr. Amkeni, nipo hapa, nimefika, niko Holland. Tulikuwa na legal team juzi, tulikuwa tumeenda ICCJ kwenda kupeleka malalamiko yetu kwa regime ya dictatorial regime ya William Samoei Kipchirchir Arap Ruto, na tulikuwa huko Hague, lakini tukapewa instructions ya kwamba our case need to be taken to the ICC and not ICCJ. Kwa sababu ya dua zenu wa Kenya wenzangu, kwa sababu ya cooperation zenu wa Kenya wenzangu, nimepambana na ndugu zangu wa Kenya ambao kwamba wanaishi Europe, from different parts of Europe. Nina watu hapa kutoka German, nina watu hapa kutoka France, nina watu kutoka sehemu mbalimbali za Europe, na wamenipokea kwa mikono miwili, na nawashukuru na wamenipa support to the highest level. Ndugu zangu wa Kenya, wacha niwaambie tena, tutakuwa tunawajulisha mpaka hivi sasa wapi tumefika na wapi tunakwenda. Kama mnavyoelewa, kuna baadhi ya maeneo maongezi mengine hatuwezi kuwaambia because of legal strategies. Maneno mengine nitabidi ni yeye wakili wetu ndiye ataeleza. Narudia tena, tumefika hapa, tunaelekea ICC kumpeleka William Samoei Ruto na regime yake, kwa sababu Wakenya wanapotezwa, uchumi unaanguka. Ruto, umekula pesa za wananchi, unaleta drug dealers katika serikali. Kwa hivyo Wakenya wote walioko Europe na all over the world tumekushanyana na tumeungana, na sote tunaenda ICC na tutawaeleza hiyo kesi imeenda wapi na tumefikia wapi. Mpaka hapo ndugu zangu wa Kenya, naomba munisamehe kama nimewakosea. during this short speech, lakini narudia tena, Wakenya niko nao hapa, wengine kutoka German, wengine kutoka France, wengine kutoka Holland. Hii yote ni kamiti kubwa sana ambayo kwamba tumeshaiunda. Kwa hayo machache, ndugu zangu ni wapendwa, nasema nawatakia siku njema.
Bwana Hague, I am not saying I'm selling fear. The television station called me. You are not in The Hague. You are in Nairobi campaigning in Westlands, where you will fail miserably because you will not win that seat. But if you think, for you as a younger man, I've been being very good to you, I have no problem. I'm not selling fear. I am telling you that they have mentioned Ruto's name 67 times. It's a fact. I'm not telling Kenyans not to elect anybody on 9th. It is up to you. But you as a lawyer who is very close to His Excellency the Deputy President, if your name, the name is mentioned 67 times by one witness on day one, I am one of the few. And by the way, Hague, you are one of the few people who wanted Ruto to be fixed in the ICC. You have forgotten you are working for the civil society. And I was one of the people who refused ICC. Now today you are coming here and pretending on this television that you are one of the best people. No, Ruto was going to be jailed because of you as a civil society lawyer. And you know it very well. In 2009, 10, 11, 12, it was this Ugandan who was fighting for the two people and saying these cases were faked. So I am not going to allow you to say I'm a monarch. You think I lack a home. You have a bigger home. I also have a bigger home. But I'm telling you, Mr. Hague, that you should also listen and respect the elders. I am an elder of your clan. And therefore, when I'm speaking, I'm not selling fear. I'm telling you what is happening in The Hague. Ruto has been mentioned 67 times. You can also go back and get the clips and count. Is there a problem with that? I'm reporting. So if there's any problem, it is up to you. But anyway, I wish I was going to buy you some t-shirts for Westlands. But since you have eaten a lot of money and you have gone with the corrupt people, you can as well buy your t-shirts. I had loved you so much.
Which I'm told has been seen by Donald Trump himself. I wrote him a letter telling him not to dare invite Ruto for his inauguration. Because this is a criminal, this is a murderer, abductor. He's somebody who killed all his ICC suspects. And do you know who did that? Do you know who coordinated all of that? The current Secretary General of UDA is called Hassan Omar. Hassan Omar by then was the Secretary General of the Kenya Human Rights Commission. Hassan Omar accessed the court documents from the ICC because ICC was Ocampo. Luis Moreno Ocampo was an idiot. He was sharing these with select people in Kenya, and Hassan Omar was one of them. So he got the identities of all the suspects in the William Ruto case, told William Ruto, and then William Ruto went and killed every single one of them. So when we tell you that activists are treacherous individuals, learn from the Hassan Omar case. Hassan Omar has been rewarded successively with nominations, and now he's a UDA Secretary General. When we tell you we know activists, we know them. Hassan Omar was the biggest activist in this country. He was on TV, man, I used to think that guy was the shit. And he was eloquent. Now you're seeing him turn into a sycophant, man. Some us guys will think, like, do guys really have multiple personality disorder? Hassan Omar has. Because if you remember Hassan Omar the activist and Hassan Omar the sycophant, bro, those are two different people. I kid you not. So Hassan Omar accessed the court documents where the faces, as what we were seeing in the public, the details of the witnesses had been redacted. But Hassan Omar got the original copy. He got the identities, the locations of each and every suspect. Witness in the William Ruto case. And then William Ruto organized all of them to be killed, smoked one by one by one. So the case didn't collapse because he was declared innocent. It is because there were no witnesses.
On behalf of William Samoei Ruto, he is represented today by myself, David Hooper, of the English bar, and Mr. Kioko Kilikumi, who sits next to me, of the Kenyan bar. And we are assisted by Professor Kithui Kindiki, who sits at the end of this bench.
On one occasion, he had heard William Ruto address a crowd by saying that the time had come for the people in that area to show their true colors and do whatever necessary and available to make sure the madoa-doa are removed. The witness also confirmed to Mr. Steinberg that William Ruto was highly regarded by his people and that no one would go against his directions.
I will not try to defend myself. It was wrong what happened. And you have three choices. Either send me to court-martial or have me retired or forgive me.
Ukikopa mtu pesa, make sure umerudisha. Kesho unaweza kuwa na shida kubwa kuliko ndio ulikuwa nayo. Na utamhitaji tu.
Livia Bizo brings us more from Nairobi.
It's been a rollercoaster of a year for Kenya's President William Ruto. Throughout his election campaign, he promised to revive the economy and make life easier for the country's poorest. He became known as a hustler-in-chief and talked a lot about his humble beginnings, selling chickens by the roadside, for example. But since coming to power, he's increased taxes and prices have soared. And as a result, many Kenyans are struggling to make ends meet. In July, he introduced a finance bill into law, and that bill introduced even more taxes. Many oppose that act. They say that it was unconstitutional and are trying to block it in the courts. Now, the head of the opposition, Raila Odinga, has, of course, been hugely critical of William Ruto and his policies. In March, he called on Kenyans to take to the streets, but those demonstrations quickly turned violent. In the 5 months of protests, around 30 Kenyans were killed.
If it moves, Ruto taxes it, all in the name of fiscal responsibility. President Ruto is being slammed, not because he's in the US, but because of how he chose to get there. He decided to fly in a luxury jet. He chartered a Boeing 737-700 business jet from an Emirati company, the Royal Jet Group. He hired it for about 200 million Kenyan shillings. That's $1.5 million US. Imagine hearing that your president is flying around in an Emirati jet. The same president who's been raising your taxes, who's been preaching austerity. That same president is taking more than 30 people, including a comedian, to the US. So you can see why the Kenyan people are angry. And this is not the first time, apparently. A few months ago, Ruto was dubbed Kenya's flying president. He's been on more than 50 foreign trips since he took office in 2022, more than 3 every month on average. He's been tough on Kenyan taxpayers. He became president in 2022 and he has been increasing taxes ever since. Ruto has increased the tax rate on salaries. He has doubled the sales tax on fuel. He has introduced a housing levy, a hospital insurance levy, and a turnover tax on small businesses.
Why do you think you are seen by so many Kenyans as being the epitome of a corrupt politician?
That tells you that the whole corruption narrative has been politicized.
But your citizens have absolutely no faith in all of the words that you and others give to me about your pledge to clean up the country, to deliver on anti-corruption. They don't believe a word of it.
We have the fight against corruption on the eyeball. And I want to tell you that the country today believes strongly that this government, this administration, he is serious about the fight against corruption.
The Ipsos polling organization asked Kenyans which politicians in your country they believe to be corrupt. People were asked, and this is the question, of all the current and past but alive political leaders you can think of, which one do you think is the most corrupt? Guess who came out on top?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You. 33% chose you.
Absolutely.
William Ruto.
Yes.
If government is going to engage in acts of lawlessness, in assault against its own citizens, what business do citizens have respecting the law if government itself has decided to break the law?
Smash the like button, follow, comment, and share to expose these bloodsuckers. Stand up and join the fight now.
President, tunataka kuambia uko na miaka 2 katika ofisi. Na hawa wananchi hawa they will punish you, na hata ukiwa na pesa watakutoa nje.
No matter how bad a man is, he can always serve as a good example of a bad man. That's what I was taught when I was doing journalism.
Wacheni tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject Finance Bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mniweke kwa list jameni. List ya reject.
Majenzi mko? Kazi mnafanya kwa mtandao ni mzuri sana. Na tunapongeza nyinyi. Na muendelee. Mtaendelea. Lakini mtandao peke yake haitoshi. Tunataka mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Wale watu ambaye watakomboa Kenya hii, wenye kuamua Kenya itaongozwa namna gani, ni hao majenzi wetu mwaka wa 2027. Lakini hamwezi amua Kenya itakaa namna gani kwa simu peke yake. Lazima mchukue vitambulisho, lazima mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Siku hiyo ikifika muamuke saa 9, muungane na sisi na wengine, tuende pale kwa debe, tutafute uongozi wa maana ambaye utaheshimu wa Kenya, utaheshimu demokrasia na utakubali kufanyia kila mtu maendeleo. Tumekubaliana majenzi?
Now, why do you want Ruto gone?
We want Ruto gone because he is killing innocent people. He's wanting to pass the Finance Bill 2024. He's putting tax on sanitary products that girls can't even buy. He's can't go to school. He's corrupt. He's taking the money. He needs to go.
Yes.
Get out. If you're going to raise anything, start with your hairline.
Nice.
Control, Alt, Delete, Ruto. The drunk did better than you. Drunk did better than you.
Nice.
Mungu yetu itoe Ruto Kenya, hata kama angalau na jali. Sisi Kenya tumechoka na Ruto, maisha imetuharibikia, analipisha mpaka sodo ya wamama. Pure kabisa Ruto. We don't like you, go home. Tutatafuta kiongozi ambaye anapenda mwananchi na anapenda kijana kama.
They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. And there is no shortage of such men and women in the African continent.
Now the next election, yes. Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation, yes, they use their might because they didn't vote. The largest vote in the last election.
You like me, why them a fight me? You like me, chewing a bone, a bite it. You like me, chewing a bite it. Don't like, power and you. When you trust them, when you trust them, evil they will post them. When you trust them, stay fine, not touch them. When you trust them, what they might not serve them. In farm, and they say you bust them off.